What is going on, guys? Austin FFA here, or Luna. So I'm going to make this quick because I have a wedding going on at my house today. So I just want to jump right into the story. I know I'm going to get the occasional comments saying that this is fake, but I don't really give a shit because I know that the real people know that this is real. So if you guys do enjoy this story and, you can... I was just about to say, and you can relate to this. I'm sure all of you cannot relate to this, but if you enjoy the story at any point, leave a like. But anyway, let's get into it. So you're probably wondering, it's called Fighting Off a Robber, and what it is basically some kid. Okay, I'm gonna start from back in the day. Okay, 1 year ago when I just got into high school, there was this kid who was literally getting arrested every single week. He was terrible. He used to rob houses. He would steal weed from dealers. He would steal bowls from people. He'd steal pieces of any kind. He would beat kids up for no reason. He'd jump you. He'd steal your iPhone. He'd pawn your shit. He was just one of those classic scumbags trying to make a quick buck to buy weed with. So basically what we did is he robbed my friend, okay? And one day I was with my friend in his car and we saw the kid on the side of the street alone. So my friend just decided to hop out of the car and fucking beat the shit out of this kid. And I didn't partake in it because the kid never did anything to me. I don't support violence or condone it, so I was just sitting in the car watching, basically. And I mean, I would help the kid, but to be honest, guys, he fucking robs everyone, so fuck that. So he was getting this shit kicked out of him, and he gets back in his car, and the kid's like hitting his car, and he's like, "When I fucking see you, I'm gonna stab you in the neck." And my friend's like, "Yeah, good try, buddy." So we drove away. And when I was a kid, I used to hang out with this kid a lot. He'd come over to my house, so he knew where I lived. Later that night, I remember just sitting in my living room watching old Christmas movies, because this was around the time when it was Christmas. And we were really just doing nothing but chilling, and everyone kind of fell asleep, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning at this point. It was like a Saturday night, and it was a really quiet night, to be honest. Like, no one was really hitting us up to hang out. It was just chilling at the house. So my one friend fell asleep, and I was watching those late night Adult Swim marathons. I went over to what's the channel? I don't even know the channel, but because it's different everywhere. But Robot Chicken was on, and I remember I was watching Robot Chicken, and I had it blazing. And I remember I heard like the theme song. It's like na 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 na. It was just so loud. And while I was like listening, or while I was watching Robot Chicken, I heard a noise, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And it came right from the garage, which is completely a wall over to me when I'm in the living room. So I walk in, I go over to the garage to kind of investigate, and there's a little window that connects our house to the garage, and I look through the window, and I see that kid. Like, I can't see too well. I see a dark figure, but I could tell. I'm like, who else would try and rob me? Like, who would break into my house at 2 in the morning? So then I immediately run to the front. I go to the back of the house, and I'm outside at this point. And I was tiptoeing in my Jordans. No, I tiptoed over to the front, and I look, and I see a car, and it's like headlights are off, and he's sitting there all quietly. And I'm like, oh my God. So I immediately booked it inside before this kid could get in and take anything. So I go inside, and I get my friend up, the kid that beat him up the first time, my old friend. And I was like, yo, this kid's trying to get into the house. Help me. He's like, who? I'm like, this kid. I'm not going to give names. I'm just like, the kid, he's here. He's like, no, you're lying. So we immediately book it to the front, run so fast. And we go to the kid, and my friend just fucking wrecks this kid. Like, he looked at him, he's like, why are you here? Like, we ran into the garage, and he's like, why are you here? And at this point, everyone could see us. I opened the garage door, so we're in the front lawn and the garage. And he's like, why are you here? He's like, oh, nothing. I just want to fight you one-on-one. And he's like, all right, bam. Just fucking smacks the kid. And I was like, uh-oh. So at this point, a kid gets out of the car, and it's like he's like an 18-year-old. And he comes at me, and I'm not going to take shit from him. So I'm trying to fight off this 18-year-old. And at the time, I'm 15. Yeah, not a good match. So I'm punching this kid. He's punching me. I'm basically getting my shit handed to me. And then I punched the other kid in the face who my friend was taking care of. And then my friend started taking care of the older kid. So we switched basically mid-fight. And I'm beating the shit out of this kid because this kid's weak. He's just one of those kids that would just, as long as he has a squad behind him, he thinks he can do anything. So I end up pretty much beating the shit out of this kid. And they immediately run to their cars and just retreat. After they start losing the fight, they run to their cars. And I didn't call the cops because there was no point. They were already gone, and there was no evidence. He didn't touch anything. So I remember just seeing him at school the next day and glaring the fuck out of that kid. And I was like, if you ever come to my house again, I swear to God, I'll make it my mission to fucking kill you. And he was like, all right. Like, he got scared because he knows he got his ass handed to him by all of us. And obviously, I wouldn't actually fucking kill the kid. I'm just saying I'd beat the shit out of him if he did. So, anyway, pretty crazy in my book. I mean, one of my craziest stories. I should have saved it, but I don't give a shit. So, anyway, this has been Austin FFA or Luna. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. It's one of my crazy ones. Since it's such a crazy one, I really appreciate if you leave a like, rating, and comment. And yeah, make sure you leave a comment below. Love replying to all of them. Anyway, peace.